Uh, okay, so you guys saw how my girlfriend just came in and brought me water, right?
Yeah, it was very sweet. Tender moment.
So here's the thing. She's out there playing the titty version of Elden Ring right now.
I'm sorry, the titty version of Elden Ring?
It's this, I want to say, I don't know where it's from, so I'm not going to say it, but it is an Asian country.
Oh, word?
I'm not going to say the type of country,
I want to say China.
but it was an Asian country.
Anyway, it's this game called Stellar Blade. And it's just it's got like all these like sexual like outfits. Like you can pay real money to put this woman in like two Doritos and like a chickpea. Like it's crazy.
It's called the Milker's Continuum.
The first time she played this game, she spent, I shit you not, over an hour just watching the character model dance and syncing it to different songs.
Christ.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Go to a strip club. What are you like? What is this?
But that's
Support
not even the
real
point.
sex workers.
That's not even the point. Okay, so like I was talking to her because like if you look at us, you would think that I would be the one playing the titty fight game.
Yeah, I look at you and I think you're the one playing Elden Bada Bing.
Yeah, very good.
Elden Bazinga. It is literally like we're the opposite. Like my favorite games. I like Stardew Valley.
Mm-hmm.
I recently am getting back into Animal Crossing.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Basically, any game that allows me to like farm or resource manage. I like this game called Unpacking, which is just a game where you unpack someone's like life, like they move houses like at different points in their life, and you unpack their things and put them into place.
Okay, when you said
through the unpacking, you learn how their life is progressing.
When you said unpack someone's life, it really sounded like you were playing Therapy Simulator.
That's Therapy Simulator.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A real game. Okay. All right.
It's actually called We Don't Accept Your Insurance.
And if you fail there, your character auto loads into the Elden Ring titty game.
That's the only way. But yeah,
can I submit Elden Schwing?
Ooh,
Is that
that's a good one.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Andrew, let me peel you off one of these. What about Elden Big Fat Tits? How about that? Is that working for?
What about Elden Biddies? Is that anything? She laughed.
I think we're using too much on rings. What about titty rings? What if we just got rid of Elden? Oh man, you did unlock something in me though. When I was younger, I can't remember what age, and it was either GTA 5 or San Andreas. But me and my friends would we would go to the strip club in the game, and then we would just watch. We would just watch the dances.
Yeah, that's how she plays.
Yeah, and it never occurred to me ever that is we were just doing a live stream strip club basically, and with nothing. We would there's no chance for us to get laid. Also, it is truly the trenches being a horny boy sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. It's fucking Normandy Beach. It's bad. Yeah. Just running.
The game that she's playing. Is the game that all of the incels bring up whenever you see a video game that has a faithfully rendered female character in it. Like a character that looked like a woman, like a real woman.
Oh,
and they're like, why she got a jaw like that? And then they'll be like, well, it doesn't count because like this was modeled after a person, so obviously it's real. But it's also like, so are the other people, but they're like, no, not like that. And then you get a whole even worse subculture of like, this is what the women in the West and this is what the women in the East look like. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. What I'm saying is my girlfriend is a gamer, bro. And
Yeah.
I feel like if she didn't stream, no one would believe me.
Right. Yeah. You'd live this sort of like Michigan J Frog ass existence of witnessing this thing that no one else sees.
Yeah, she only hello my baby, hello my honey when other people aren't looking, and by that I mean opens up COD and is super toxic to the point where she's almost getting banned.
All right. I don't like this, but you're dating a teenage boy is what I've realized. Yeah.
I hate that.
Officers. She's right there.
Say
Swarm,
Griff,
swarm,
and
swarm.
as I look directly into the camera.
Yeah, it's just hard to like hard to like have like if we ever move in together, it's just going to be like rows of like Call of Duty and GTA and like all these like shooter game memorabilia and like me trying to fight for my life and defend myself and no one's going to believe me. Or
Yeah,
like, that's
right.
not mine. I didn't do that. And they're just like, okay,
Yeah, sure.
I have a sneaking suspicion that people would believe you. I can very easily dip into my phone real quick and pull up a picture. Yep, it's one of the first ones that shows up of her holding a fleshlight.
First of all, she has a name. It's Beatrice.
Yeah,
Wow.
there you go. Look at that. How about that?
Incredible.
Good times. Good times. She's in a cabinet in the kitchen, I think.
Oh.
Oh, the sex toy, not your girlfriend.
I hope. Yeah, so she doesn't get dusty.
Jesus Christ. All right, let's start this podcast.
Please, God.
Let's get into it. Welcome, everybody, to the only relationship advice show guaranteed to ruin your relationship. It is boyfriend material.
That's right.
I am your back home long distance boyfriend, Armando Torres. It's so good to see you again, baby. It's been so long. Let me clear my history before you use my phone again. Please. No, those charges to the credit card. It's not. Brazzers is like an art thing. It's like an art thing, really. And joining me as always, we have
the waiting, looking wistfully off into the distance from a widow's walk at the lighthouse, waiting for my lovely boyfriend Armando to return to California. It's Andrew Rosas.
and of course,
I am your boyfriend who is sitting, waiting patiently on the couch for you to finish the last round, even though you said last round was 15 rounds ago.
dude, let me tell you, I gotta whisper this part. One of the best parts about having a partner that does not understand or play video games is I'll be like, yeah, I just need to play like one more game of Overwatch. And they'll be like, okay, yeah, what is that? Like 45 minutes?
And you're like, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. As far as you know, yes.
Respectfully, it could be 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
It could be. But it ain't.
It ain't.
Oh, it's good to be back. It's good to be back in Los Angeles. I had quite the trip. I went up to Oregon with Andrew, and then I went to Austin, Texas with Griff, and then I took a little detour to visit my partner's parents who live in Delaware.
Oh.
Do you guys remember when my partner kept trying to bring in like haunted shit into the house that we live in together?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
How could I forget?
Yeah.
Big time.
So after
You still have that painting.
yeah, we do. It scares the shit out of it. After seeing the house that they lived in, it makes a lot more sense.
Oh, is it because every building in Delaware is haunted?
Yes, the whole state is very viciously fucking haunted, and the parts that aren't haunted, and some of the parts that are across from Newark, which is even worse.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Delaware also gives huge, like credit card companies. Delaware gives huge tax breaks and business incentives to ghosts. That's why they say that. Yes, yeah.
Casper, the fiscally responsible ghost, is hanging out out there. Their parents live in a house that is, I'm not fucking around, it is older than America. It's older than the United States of America.
Good Lord.
Yeah, it's fucked. And also, like,
I didn't know you were dating an heir to the East India Company.
Oh yeah.
yeah, it feels like that sometimes. And also, like, it's
What did you get me for Christmas? I don't know. Spices and silk, the like of which you've never seen before.
yeah, I can't ever take a shortcut because they'll slap me and be like, "This isn't a canal. We go through. We go around."
Their GPS still says "Here be monsters" on it. When
Here be monsters. Here be a 7-Eleven.
Very good.
Double got me.
That got me twice.
I loved it. It was a beautiful little neighborhood. All the houses were old as fuck. Everyone knows each other. Also, it was crazy because you'd be coming out of the house and people are just like taking photos in front of your like stoop.
The home you own.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know what? I'll tell you this much. Not a single person expected this shade of person to walk out of that house and lock the door behind them.
Or this height, considering you were twice as tall as any settler that would have landed there.
Dog, yeah. I hit my fucking head on everything. I wish I took pictures. There were hallways that were shorter than me. There were doorways that were shorter than me. There were parts of the building that were thinner than I could be. Jesus. Like, it's fucking it's insane.
Well, we've talked about it. Like, human beings didn't receive nutrients until like the 1970s or 80s. Like, that was the first time human beings actually got proper nutrition.
Yeah.
100%. Also, I mean, like, not just humans. I think, yeah, we've talked about it. Gus and I are so big. Gus Sorolla from something that we used to do. I don't know.
Black Box Down.
Yes.
Which honestly they should bring back.
I don't think they should.
It's a nap time.
There's a lot more episodes for them to do now, but I'm terrified all the time. Anyway,
I'm also terrified all the time.
Yeah, we talked about it, how like I think he and I are a brand of people that weren't meant to get nutrients, so we made the best with what we had. And the moment that you added a surplus, boy howdy did we just grow up more than they ever, like, the coding was there, the genetic coding was there to make the most out of what we had, and we had all of it.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I'm a freak of nature. That house was terrifying. And also, like, people, you just walk around and somebody would be like, "Oh, you're staying over there?" And you'd be like, "Yeah." And they'd be like, "Did you see the little Dutch boy?" And you'd just be like, "What the way? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?"
You better be talking like a brand of paint and not some sort of specter that like stands in a hallway and looks at me until I like turn the light on and it disappears.
It is a specter that stands in the hallway and looks at you until you turn the light on and then it disappears.
Don't be that.
It was a little Dutch boy, Andrew. He's a little Dutch boy. He's terrifying. He lives in the house.
Started the company. He's the founder.
If you listen very closely, you can hear his clogs clopping down the hallway.
You know what? I gotta come clean. The house itself is fucking terrifying. It is full of terrifying paintings. It's full of weird shit. It's also full of like interesting stuff. Like, I apologize profusely because I did enjoy this. Their father gave who are in Delaware gave me a shot, a small glass of something called like Armagnac or something, and it came from a French bottle that was from the 1800s. And I got to try it. I got to try like a piece of history, this drink, and it tasted yucky. It was real yucky and bad, and I didn't like it. But you're just kind of forced to like enjoy it or whatever. And so like, yeah, the whole house is just filled with stuff that's like that fucking liquor's haunted. It has to be
100%.
The yucky come from the ghost.
You got a ghost in your blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100. Sheesh, dude. That place was terrifying, and it was like 100% haunted. But something that I didn't consider until now is man, all those ghosts goofy as hell, dude. Yeah, they are wearing clogs. It's a little Dutch boy running around. It's like a Philadelphian, and not like a now Philadelphian. It's like an old-timey Philadelphian who's like, I'm sure that I would turn the corner and the ghost would see me, a brown person living there, and go, ah, and run away.
Yeah, 100%.
Anyway, yeah, the whole thing makes so much more sense. Their house is haunted as hell. Also, they showed me the basement, and I don't want to ever see it again.
Show me the basement. I walked down there and suddenly, like, I have no memories of going down there. Apparently, I spent several hours down there. I have no memory of it.
Yeah, it's like a Severance where I enter the door and something changed, and then I walk out and time pass. And my beard is longer to show time pass. Yeah, it was scary, and I don't know if I can ever do that again, dude. I have to be here in LA where old means like 1940s, and that's fine and good and natural.
Yeah, because nothing untoward has ever happened in Los Angeles. Nothing that would have created, I don't know, a sort of oubliette style, like a convergence of negative energies and hauntings. Nothing like that. No Black Dahlia was ever harmed here.
LA is, I think, I've been to Savannah, Georgia. LA is far more haunted.
What?
It is the vibe of LA. I can feel it's the hopes and dreams of everyone that's ever lived there are suffocating me in a way that I cannot describe. And when I try to sleep, all I hear is the sound of mixtapes that never got made. Like, it's not ideal.
Yeah, if you see a little Dutch boy in a hallway here, they're gonna ask you to read their screenplay, and that's the most terrifying thing that can happen to you here.
Whew. I helped myself to several horrifying visions of specters from beyond my time. A little Dutch boy approaching me in the night going, "We open on the fulcrum moment." Ooh. That's a joke for screenwriters.
Yeah.
But let's help out some other people. We've got two great questions this week. And this one, I'm going to be honest, has a little bit of crossover with what we're talking about now.
Ooh.
Hi, boyfriends. I feel like I don't have to explain, but the state of America has got me pretty fucked up. Lately, it's gotten so bad that me and some friends have started joking about finding foreign women to marry us so that we can leave this hellscape of a country. The problem is, we don't really have girlfriends in America as it is.
This rocks. This fucking rocks. Keep going.
Is it harder to bag a foreigner? Is it possible for us to rizz up someone from a different continent, or should we try to lower our expectations and aim for landing a Canadian?
Okay, guys, I'm being so serious right now.
Mm-hmm.
We are the thin brown line between this guy making a good decision and this guy becoming a passport bro and listening to Joe Rogan.
Yep. I was thinking the exact same thing as I was reading it.
Yeah.
We must this podcast is on a slippery slope of recommending a fresh and fit episode after this, depending on the way that we talk about this question.
What a fucking pull. Okay, first of all, caller, if you're listening right now, I need you to skip ahead. I need you to skip ahead into the podcast like about, I don't know, 5-6 minutes. All right. So I'm going to wait for you to do that. This guy is right on the cusp of going to Thailand, is what I'm saying. This guy has not somehow, by the grace of God, this fucking loser has not heard about the Philippines yet. And we need to keep it that way.
We got to keep it that way.
We got to keep it that way. He's not. He's even like Arizona, dude. You can go to Arizona, be old, and get like a Mexican housekeeper that eventually you marry so that you can bequeath your belongings to her.
Yeah.
But this way, it's a trick, and you go to Mexico now, and now you're a citizen there.
Ooh, okay, wait. Hold on. I think we can game it. Just can you guys follow?
Okay.
All right, look, as a high value male, you have to understand a couple things, all right? The first thing is you are worth way more than you think you are. You think you're worth just going out of the country to find some broad that doesn't even love you and just wants you for your money? No, you deserve the love and respect of a woman that you meet in a natural way, who is going to, I don't know, maybe give you the kind of motivation that you need to learn a foreign language, and then the two of you can maybe get visas to move to another country together. I don't know. What do you guys say, fellas?
And you deserve Ridge Wallet. Here we are.
Please, we're actually sponsored by Fume this episode.
Oh, okay, cool, sick, totally sick, awesome.
Look, you just can't judge me until you've walked a mile in my Hey Dudes, all right? Yeah, if we're sticking with this bit, them bitches don't use deodorant. Okay, that's all I say. That's all I gotta say.
Listen. Men's eat steak. Women's shop.
Women's supposed
Men's
to
make
love us.
money. Women spends money.
No.
Women think they smarter. Men know they smarter.
Oh my god.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Let's rein it in. This is getting too.
Yeah.
Some sap out there might think we're serious and be like, oh yeah,
taking notes.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
okay, yeah. Men know smarter.
Oh,
Women
no,
think smarter.
Yeah, no, someone's gonna say it and be like, no, it's fine. A kind of woman said it.
I feel like I've I've spent some time in Europe, which is why I picked this question solely so that I could tell you guys more about it. I spent some time in Europe, and I feel like when I was there, some people were impressed with my Americanness. They were impressed with like how cool it was for an American comedian to be.
This was during the Biden years, by the way.
This was, yeah. Wait.
Huh?
Was it?
It super was.
Or was it during T-Dog Part 1, T-Dog Point 1.0?
I don't think we could travel for T-Dog 1.0.
Oh yeah, that might have been square.
I think it was. I think it was during both a Trump and an Obama.
Oh wow. Okay.
Did you go to France like 2 years ago?
No, there was quite some time ago. Anyway, yeah. Point is, when I was there, they were kind of impressed. They were kind of digging it. Although I will say that I don't think the novelty of being an American is as cool as being a European in America. Does that make sense?
Oh, it's nowhere close.
Not
Yeah.
even, yes.
No,
Especially now.
no one was listening to me talk and being like, I love the way you say the words that you say. Ooh, they're so sexy. Yes.
No, never.
Tell me how you pronounce aluminium. Ooh, you say it so funny.
No, we have I cannot begin to tell you how valueless American social currency is in other places. We are not interesting, not phenomenally desirable in many ways. Our language is coarse and inelegant to most places in the world. The effect that like people go like, ooh, when people have like a British accent or like an Australian accent or pretty much any other accent on earth, people don't do that for us. Like
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like we sound like mud-mouthed idiots to most people. The only thing that we make that's interesting is movies and a few little cultural things that people find interesting. And even then, that's kind of going away too. So again,
South Korea's got that taken over.
Our social currency is an absolute free fall, is what I'm saying.
The best American is as interesting to a European as your run-of-the-mill chav Englishman. All right, that's it.
Yeah, I think that I feel like I'm not European, but I'm going to speak for them, which is my American right. I feel like if I was like a European talking to an American is like having a conversation with a 5-year-old. Where you're just like nodding and like being like, Jesus Christ. And then we went to the Eiffel Tower, and then I didn't know that that Italy was so far away. I thought we could walk there. Like, it's like, oh no, it's gotta take a train, buddy. I feel like it's that level of ineptitude from us.
Yeah.
Also, for some dumb reason, the British like Southern accents, and to that I say no, they don't. They like however the Southern accent in the fancy movie sounds.
Yeah. I love you. Just like counteroffer. No, they don't. They don't actually like that.
They're not talking about a specific, like, it's Hollywood Southern. It's Matthew McConaughey when he dials it down a bit.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
What we're saying right now is that if you are having trouble in America, this is not minor leagues, brother. This is the majors, dog.
Yeah.
You're gonna go to Europe and you're playing with weights on now, basically. And it's even harder than it is probably here to land somebody. However, I think there's some stuff you could possibly do to make it a little bit better for yourself. First and foremost, tell them you're Canadian. Straight up lie about where you're from, and never show them your passport, or color it in with a crayon.
And don't let other Canadians hear you, because they will test you.
Oh yeah, they'll say some dumb shit like, oh yeah, okay, well, who's the best rapper over there from Toronto, eh? And then you're supposed to say, I don't know, fucking like Tory Lanez or some stupid shit. I don't know.
Is he Canadian?
I believe so.
That's crazy.
Yeah. All the Toronto rappers are fucking dog shit is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, the point is, I don't know. What can you do? I feel like, first of all, you got to be so much more well-read than you think you have to be normally. Yeah. Like, they always know what's going on. They also always know what's going on with America, like more than we do, more than the typical American does.
Well, they have free press.
Yeah, and they read it, and they spend the time to actually
they also
read
have
it.
High literacy rates, among other things. Ooh, hey guys, do you think we could turn this into like a European propaganda show in the way that Fox News has become a Russian propaganda show and get flown out?
Ooh, maybe.
Right?
Oh,
Nice.
well,
That'd be nice.
hold on. You've just tapped into something here.
Oh God.
Technically, Russia, foreign country.
There you go.
Okay, here's what I'm thinking you do. First of all, you're going to get the easiest internship possible at Fox News. Then you're just going to basically be an intern and offer yourself to do any task that they hand you. Eventually, you'll be doing this for long enough that a Russian agent will approach you and ask you if you want to be an asset, so to speak, for the greater good. This is going to gain you entry into Russia. Now, you're going to have to sacrifice everything you care about: morals, your family, the good old-fashioned American lifestyle that you used to like, but now you're realizing is terrible. You're going to have to throw all of that away to basically lick the boots of a somehow worse dictator. And then, but you're going to get a smoking hot fucking wife out of it. So how's that sound, chap? That felt bad. All of that felt bad coming out of my mouth. It didn't feel good.
Yeah, no. I'm not. That feels like let's call that plan B.
Okay.
Maybe plan A. Well, okay. First of all, if you actually here's some genuine advice that in no way is going to work, but it is genuine.
You put
advice.
on the voice when you give it.
Okay.
I want Toxic Male podcaster voice for this, because I'm going to clip it.
Okay, listen, caller. If this is something you seriously want to do, what you need to do is actually, like, you can't expect some, like, beautiful foreign babe to, like, want you over here and you to know nothing about their culture, okay? You know what I'm saying? Or is that making it through your cerebral cortex? Is that, like, landing with you right now? You understand that, like, you can't just be some, like, hayseed with a, like, piece of straw sticking out of your mouth? just like showing up like, I don't know anything about your country. I'm just a sweet American boy. Tee-hee. Fuck that. No, you got to show up knowing about their politics, their like representation, their form of government, their currency. Like you got to have knowledge about where you want to go. You just can't you're hoping to get plucked out, because guarantee you this, you have nothing of value that somebody wants to do. You think they're going to go out of their way to pluck you out of obscurity in America when they have free healthcare and education? No, sir. No, sir, that is not happening to you. So get with the program.
It'll be perfect.
Okay.
And I'm going to intercut it with clips from other podcasts of busty women nodding along. And then I'm going to put that Andrew Tate song that all the Andrew Tate clips have on it. And I will also interdisperse pictures of Bugattis, but also textbooks. Subterfuge.
There we go. Yeah, I love that. I love that this caller was basically like, "How do I get trafficked?"
Or how do I traffic? It was like a either or.
How? Well, first you have to have a particular set of skills, and then you can go anywhere and do anything and get any woman you want. My favorite part of this question is like, how do I get snatched up by some bodacious foreign babe so I get access to their wonderful utopian country? For clarification, I cannot get bitches here, but I think I can. That's just because the pitch machine is not fast enough. I need to be. It's too slow. Crank up the speed. I need to be able to be. I'm punching way out of my weight class. I need to be out with those, like Swiss babes. That's where I'll really thrive.
That's the issue with American propaganda. Is I feel like every movie that I watched that came out between like 1996 and 2012 told me that if you were a nerdy guy, that in anywhere between 75 and 90 minutes you would have like 2 Swiss blonde babes that wanted to bone you by the end of the movie.
Yeah.
So like I see how this thought gets implanted into people's heads.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we are no longer that country.
Yeah, I did Google how easy is it to illegally immigrate to Europe, and I'm getting kind of a few varied answers. Because that's my new plan. Is maybe you don't even need a wife. Maybe you just need some good old fashioned Mexican know-how. And you now it's going to take a little upstart cash. I think you're going to need a travel over there and get like whatever. I don't even think you need a visa to travel. You basically just go and tell them that you're there to travel.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say do that because it's swimming's going to be hard is what I'm getting at.
Yeah. The success rate of people who try to swim from America to Europe, very low.
Very low.
Very low.
Not impossible, but very low.
Very low.
Yeah, I think you go there on a vacation, and I think you just stay there. Now, here's
or like if you want to do it more legitimate wise, get a visa, overstay that, because then you have more time to be there, not illegally, which would give you enough time to learn the culture and then maybe organically fall in love with a woman.
There you go. There it is. Yeah. You're going to have to you'll have to make your spirit, body, and mind ready for a meet cute in like a train station cafe or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're going to want to carry a lot of books, like just enough that it's kind of covering your eyes and you can't see.
You want thin, round glasses.
Yes.
Or round glasses with no rim at all.
Yes. Rimless round glasses. Yes.
You're going to want to invest in like corduroy and like scarves and like earth tones and neutrals. You're going to want to learn how to layer. Go find a Uniqlo mannequin and do that.
Yeah. And when you bump into this other woman carrying books, you both reach for the same book, and the title of that book is Inciting Incident.
This sounds crazy, but do you want to go to that cafe down the street, break into 2? Is that Would you? I don't know. Yeah, I actually, fuck, dude, I like this plan the most. Yeah, get a visa, travel over there, and then just spend all your time being the most like manic pixie dream person that you can be, essentially. Change your entire personality to just be what somebody else thinks a cute lover could be.
Become Andrew Garfield playing an American.
Yes. Oh,
Bingo.
man. God, I love Europeans playing Americans. They do it so good, dude.
Yeah.
They do
It's
it.
so unrealistic, but I love it.
No, they're all good at it. Andrew Garfield can play any American. Fucking Rick Grimes is English.
Oh no, I just kind of meant that they're just far more palatable.
Oh, well, yeah.
And, you know.
Dude, I want to do what? I want to play a European.
Yeah.
I want to get a role where I'm like, all right, governor. Yeah, governor. These zombies are taking over London.
Bingo. Oh yeah.
Anything else?
A dingo ate my baby. I think that's Australian.
That's Australian.
Actually.
Yeah.
Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something on the chimney sweep.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Australia. We've been focused too much on Europe. Go to Australia. They're fucking garbage people, dude. Fuck that place. You think they want to be there? They got big ass fucking spiders. It's a goddamn prison colony, dude. It fucking sucks over there.
No, Australia is crazy because it's like you either go to the ocean where the most poisonous, stinging things live, and great white sharks.
Yeah.
You go too far inland, and it becomes snakes, spiders, and the absolute most killer heat imaginable. And then if you live kind of in the middle, somewhere in like the populated areas, skin cancer. That's what's getting you.
Yeah.
Or kangaroos ripping your stomach open with
Yes.
their weird claws.
They don't even,
Yeah.
their fucking cutest animal will beat the shit out of you.
They're cute. No, their cutest animals, the koala, and all of them have syphilis.
and they're
Every
also they will also rip your stomach open.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard koalas fighting?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's fucked up.
No, what does it sound like?
Demons.
Rah, 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 rah.
Yes, it literally sounds like that.
That's fucking hilarious.
Can you imagine walking around what did they call the outside there?
The Outback.
The outback in the middle of the night, no lights, no stars, no moon, and just hearing that coming from a bush. I'd throw up and die.
Dude, I think we solved this one, dude. I think it's go to Australia. This solves every fucking problem. Even the accent thing. You
don't have to learn the language.
You don't. Well, you kind of do. You have to learn like stupid shit. Like they're just like, instead of being like, hey, I'm gonna go to McDonald's and then get some gas at the gas station, you got to be like, oi, I'm gonna go get some petrol and then make my way to Macca's.
Dumb shit like that.
Yeah, and just add like redo at the end of all your, it costs $15 redos. Yeah, that's all you got.
I'm gonna throw another shrimpery do on the barbery do.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, so we've hit Europe, we hit Asia in the opening.
Yeah.
We've hit Australia. Who are we missing?
Yeah.
I kind of hit
next
South America.
Who's next on our hit list?
Guys, I'm looking at a map. It's Africa.
Respectfully, Ghana will pay you to move there. There is a man who lives in Atlanta, and his job is to walk up to people that he thinks look like they're from Ghana, like they have the features of the people of Ghana, and going, I think you could be one of my brothers and or sisters. Have you thought about living in Ghana? And then handing out pamphlets about what it's like to live in Ghana. So, want to go to Ghana.
If you want to go to Ghana, go to Atlanta.
They're
apparently,
for people. Oh, dude. There's a tiny Swiss tiny Swiss city that's paying people $20,000 to move there because the gene pool is too small.
Yes,
and they're trying to diversify. I'm not shitting you. I saw it today. they're paying $20K to move there and have kids.
Yeah, there's
because
too many
people are coming out wrong.
fucking flipper babies left and right.
Too many Habsburg jobs.
Yeah, dude. Let me in there. Dude. Let me fuck it up. This is actually probably not going to be funny at all, but I did learn similarly to what Griff was talking about. There's a program that will pay you money to move to, I think there's one in France, and I know that there's one in Italy, to move to France or Italy, and they will give you some money and a home, and you can move there for free, essentially. They're paying you to move there. Now, here's the catch.
There is a
gotta
catch, yes.
fix up the house. And you are technically trapped there and unable to leave for several years.
And you are importing lumber and materials to what is essentially landlocked or basically an island places.
Yes, you also you got to pay for everything and restore the house yourself. And if you might be asking yourself, well, why? And it's because everyone moved away from there. Everyone's moving out. There's no jobs to be had. Also, the jobs that they do have, you can't get unless you speak fluent Italian or French. And I don't know if you've been to Italy or France. I don't think Griff and I can even get jobs there if we were the most fluent people you've ever met.
No.
They're
not
racist
even
as hell.
close. Yeah.
Yeah. And also it's like, oh, move to this small town. It's like, okay, you want a job? Yeah, I'd love a job. Okay, can you speak French? Well, no. Okay, well, that's going to really set you back. 2, do you know how to make artisan shoes? Are you a cobbler? Can you make some sort of cheese? Like, it's like, yeah, these are all like very like provincial jobs that you also would have to take.
I can art direct.
Yeah, it's like, dude, I'm sorry, does your cobbler shop need a social media manager? I'm gonna kill myself. We're so useless anywhere else.
Yeah.
Anywhere else we have no value. It's so fucking shitty.
Me fucking walking around the Italian countryside going, I'm making an RFP. I improving a KPI. Yeah.
How you say maximize shareholder wealth?
Yeah, so here's our solution, dude. Go to Australia. They don't give a fuck out there, and that place fucking sucks donkey dick. Kangaroo nuts.
There we go. Let's get it right. Okay.
Yeah. And all you fucking Australians out there angry at me for saying that, fuck you. How about that? Come over here. Find me.
We do have 25 listeners in Australia.
Whoops.
Oh. Come here, marry me, get me out of this hellhole. Try me, just see. Yeah.
I take it all back.
Oh man,
all right.
We're gonna get canceled.
Which
is great. That means we can start doing the Rogan circuit.
Ooh,
that's
SNL.
where the real money is.
Come on, get me on. All right, we've got another question this week. I am in a poly relationship with a loving partner and have been for the last 6 months. However, she is married. Initially, her husband was excited to see her happy, but lately, he has made me feel less and less welcomed, and we have decided to have a parallel relationship style where we don't mix our separate relationships. It keeps going. My partner isn't happy about this, but understands that her husband has made me feel uncomfortable and accepts my new boundary. My question is, should I be concerned about this issue, and could I do anything to help ease his mind about our relationship aside from suggesting he go to therapy like my partner and I have? I worry that his jealousy is going to cause issues in the future, and I want to make sure that I don't come off as a threat or anything like that. So,
you want to be on a true crime podcast?
Yeah, you're calling the wrong one.
Oh God!
So you fucked the wife too good, and now the husband mad is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
First of all, fucking nice, dude. Nice, yeah, nice, totally nice.
Sick.
Sounds like something one of our listeners would do.
Yeah, absolutely. And can I add, tight.
Yeah.
But yeah, now he don't fuck with you, and it makes things weird. Initially, when I was reading this question, my thought was you gotta bro down with this husband. I'm thinking, right? Like you gotta become good friends with this guy. That feels like a good solution?
Does it?
Yeah.
You just got to close the distance. You have to like get so involved in the like rather than turn into the skid is what you're saying. Like don't withdraw and get all weird and jealous. Like actually like become super close and super best friends with this dude.
Yeah, and I want to start off even before we get any deeper into this answer at all. None of us are polyamorous. And we'd all have like a friend who is a big, passionate supporter of the polyamorous lifestyle. Iffy Nwadiwe,
The E&M community.
who is here. No, I'm kidding. That would have been
You couldn't hide him in that room.
Yeah, exactly.
His shoulder would be poking
Both
through.
you and him in that room. Sorry, that'd be like physically impossible.
Yeah, it is. It sucks to meet your own reskin. You know what I'm saying? That sucks. What I'm trying to say is we're going to do our best. Now in my complete uneducated, licensed is what I was gonna say, but that's not. I just unprofessional opinion. I think you should bro down with this husband, and you guys should become best friends. Now this is going to take a lot of manipulation. You are going to want to no.
That's what this situation needs. More toxicity.
Manipulation.
No. You should hear. I want to
Wait. Mondo, peel it off for us.
Yeah, break us off one of these. Yeah.
Peel me off one of these.
How does this feel? Try this on for size. You're going to be in the relationship that you're in, the romantic relationship. You're going to be the most loving, open, honest, and directly yourself person that you can possibly be with your partner. You are going to be 100% yourself. You're going to keep going to therapy. You're going to do all that good stuff, and you're going to be yourself. But you're not fucking this guy. So fuck this guy is what I'm saying. You got to like manipulate, fucking gaslight and do all the cool shit. I'm talking dig through the fucking trash. I'm talking go through the DVR.
Yeah.
Look through like everything. Steal their phone first of all, and just go through like bookmarks and shit.
Yeah, find incriminating evidence.
Yeah.
Make yourself seem like the good guy.
Yeah. Well,
The best guy.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm starting to pivot because now it feels like we're saying find incriminating evidence, get this guy divorced.
No, I was saying blackmail.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait. Have they met?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Because I was gonna say he should meet him under different circumstances, then become his best friend.
Yeah, that also works. Even if they've already met each other, like, okay, this guy's
You're gonna find out what he likes to do.
Yes.
Show up there.
Find out what he likes to do.
That's two things we like to do. Inappropriate.
No. Okay. In a weird
Okay.
way, in a weird way, you are onto something because clearly the shared connection that they have. I shouldn't have done the fingers together for that
Yeah,
movement.
please don't.
Hold on. Now you've brought something up.
Okay.
Oh, now okay. So it's called docking, and
What's your Kinsey number, bro?
That's what I'm saying, though. You guys have a shared interest, both in this wonderful partner that you share, but also, like, clearly there's got to be some overlap, right? Like, how it's not like you guys you can't be that different, is what I'm saying. If something about both of you attracted this person, it's not like you're fully like, it's not like a severance, is what I'm saying. Am I fucking insane? Does this make sense?
I know what kinda. Yeah. Well, I know what you're saying. Does it make sense? Maybe, but I know what you're saying.
It could also be the opposite.
Okay.
I dated someone who was extremely polyamorous, And I said, okay, that's fine. I don't ever want to meet anyone. And then they, through subterfuge, forced me to meet someone. And it was a nightmare.
Unacceptable.
Because, they were, we had a lot in common. We had a lot of the same interests. We had a lot of the same hobbies. The only difference is they were taller than me, hotter than me, made more money than me, and had a degree and a job in the field that I wanted to do, but I couldn't because I'm bad at coding. And they also lived in the apartment that they lived in the exact apartment complex I couldn't afford.
but had looked at.
Yeah.
Yes.
So your partner brought home your potential. That's hard to look in the eyes.
Yeah, and that sucked shit. And then we broke up like 2-3 months later.
Yeah, of course
Interesting.
you did.
So, you know.
Okay. Well, so
that could also happen.
I feel like we were maybe the wrong people to ask, is what I'm finding out here.
Okay, no, guys. Let's come into this with a mindset where I haven't been burned that hard in my entire life.
All right, let's wash that away.
Sure.
Wash that memory
Yeah, wash
away.
that away.
Let's
clean
take that,
slate.
let's severance that.
Yeah.
I am now my innie. Who knows no strife. I feel like you don't, and then you have to respect the boundary.
Yeah, it seems like based on the way that they wrote the email, it seems like they set the boundary themselves. Like, hey, your husband is kind of being standoffish. Maybe I don't like hang out with you and your husband, and we just sort of like keep this separate. Which, by the way, if that is the situation, I think you're good, dog. Really. Like all joke shit aside, I really do think that if that's okay with your partner, and if the husband is fine with that, then like just continue to do that. I think again, in my at all earned opinion, I think that if this works for both of you and your partner is fine with it, then really the only person you have to care about in this situation is your partner.
So yeah, whatever works for your partner the best is what you should be striving to do, especially considering she's the one in the legally binding relationship.
Yeah, God, I forgot. I totally forgot about the married part of this.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. Sorry.
It's like another situation, our like little haha hee hee jokes like could use. Shouldn't be. We cannot recommend that. But I feel like because of the legality involved and the seriousness and the sanctity of it all.
Yes.
You have to respect the husband's wishes. Whose wishes were it?
I think it was, well, again, it was the caller themselves set the boundary, is what I'm reading from this email. I just think that I think I've always thought about this. Because, I've had situations like this. I take the polyamory out of it, right?
Sure.
I've had many a situation where I was dating somebody that I loved very much, that I loved hanging out with, that I loved being with, that I loved spending time with. And then I met one of their friends, somebody who at first was like, okay, this person's super important to you. I'm going to make an effort to be a friendly guy and hang out and make a great first impression. And at first things go well. And in my head, I'm like, yes, I'm nailing this. This friend likes me. Awesome. And then I get to know them enough that I go, oh, fuck you. You suck. You suck, and I don't want to be around you, and I don't like spending time with you.
Yep.
Now that becomes an interesting thing where like I don't want my partner or my exes in those situations to break up with that friend at all, because like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not, you can go spend time with that person and I don't have to be a part of it, and that's like super okay and fine with me. What I'm getting at here is that like, just because I don't like somebody doesn't mean that I don't want my partner to spend time with that person and have the friendship or relationship in this case that is clearly bringing them a lot of joy. I just don't fuck with that person, and that's fine.
Don't bend over backwards to like worry about, I guess, like fixing it, when I feel like sometimes the best way to resolve things is to take space and not force anything, especially with as much true crime as I've watched, because that's just a double homicide suit.
Truly, yeah.
That's just a suey double homicide. I cannot stress this enough. do not put this man in the pressure cooker.
Yeah.
I wouldn't apply force to anything.
Yeah, or else
All it takes is one bad day.
You're going to be a forensic file before you know it. I'm going to be watching you. You're going to be produced by Film Rise.
I also this has unlocked a stupid thing in my head where when I was much younger, I think I was 18. I had moved to San Diego and I was dating people that I, met on Tinder back when Tinder was like an actual thing you could use and not just a thing you downloaded when you moved to a new city to cheat on your wife while you're at a business conference.
No, that's Grindr.
Oh, okay. I've been using Grindr all wrong. I've been using it for business connections. I matched with a girl who was great and we kind of like dated ish for a while, and then I met their roommates. The living situation was a married couple and their roommate friend, and so I was dating the friend, and then I met the roommate couple, and I was told that they were in an open marriage by the wife, who
typically
I also started fooling around with when I would go over there. And I spent so much time around these people because they're so cool to be around and they're so much older and cooler than I was, that I hung out with the husband a bunch. We played video games together. We like chilled and stuff, smoked weed, all that good stuff. And then I found out that open marriage didn't exist, wasn't real.
Oh, baby.
And yeah, I was, and he had like asked questions like, wow, hey, our roommate's guy friend is over here a lot. And I have found a couple, I found his shirt in our room the other day. That's really weird. Did he throw it in with the laundry and it
Jesus
how is she getting away with it?
I don't know. And I can't maybe this is just my low self-esteem, but I have in that moment to now have always thought really? You threw it away on Armando Torres? Really? That's the move? That's the one?
That's funny. That's funny.
That's pretty low self-esteem that even I at the time was like, I think you wasted your one, honestly.
Yeah, I don't think you want to do that. Did he find out?
Oh yeah. And he got really mad at me for some reason.
Why did he get mad at you? You got lied to.
I don't know. And it also recontextualized a bunch of stuff where he would be like, yeah, okay, for the sake of this, her name is Sarah or whatever.
Okay.
Sure. He would be like, yeah, dude, Sarah's so awesome, and such a, so beautiful. I'd be like, yeah, dude, Sarah's fucking hot, right? Because in my head, I'm thinking yeah, dude, we're both. We both know what Sarah looks like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're both in there.
And then now I have to realize that he was just worshiping his wife.
He was just being a wife guy.
Yeah, he was just being a wife guy. Man, I feel bad about
this. This makes my fucking heart hurt. Do you know how much this hurts my heart to hear? This is a bummer, dude.
This is a nightmare scenario.
This is a nightmare.
This is a nightmare scenario.
This turns you into fucking William H. Macy and Boogie Nights, blowing your brains out at a party when the fucking clock strikes midnight in 1980. This is...
But I'm cool, right?
I'd kill myself.
But you're cool.
I'm
you're cool,
right?
dude.
I'm a cool guy.
Yeah. Hey, listen, you're blameless in this scenario. You were lied to. You were,
Look, there were signs.
That's crazy. She would put you through that.
It was. I did not like that at all or enjoy it. There were signs though. I should have been aware. I should have been. When I showed up, I was immediately asked what my exact time of birth was. I was.
Of course.
I was
didn't make it all across the threshold without getting that question.
I was given a tarot card reading by people who clearly had no respect or knowledge of tarot cards or whatever. There was a lot of I should have picked up on stuff, but again, I was a kid. I was 18, dude. I was a little guy.
Oh, yeah, you're a little guy. Fresh faced.
I couldn't even grow a
little
beard
cherubim.
yet.
Yeah, you're only 6'2". You're a little guy.
Yeah.
She threw it away for what essentially a second string freshman team lineman. Can you believe that?
An entire marriage.
A whole fucking marriage, man.
It'd be one thing if it was your boyfriend. But you guys have vows.
Yeah.
Man, God damn. So I think what we've learned here is that this is the kind of male coded secret sort of death drive that dudes have to blow up their entire lives once they're comfortable isn't only relegated to the male species. This feels very, because like I'm thinking like this was not a clandestine operation where like you were invited over or you guys met somewhere else. You were over at their house. You met the husband. Like that is flying so close to the sun.
That's what it was really about.
Like you think it was the danger. You think it was like you think it was like the illicitness, the danger that made it that made it hot for her.
Yeah, I
in
think
this
if
scenario.
she had permission, she wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
God, that sucks.
Some people like Taylor Swift just like to cheat.
Wow,
They just like it.
Sorry, I was mid vape
man,
hit.
that
That is
sucks.
brave.
Oh,
That
no,
is- yeah.
Taylor Swift loves cheat. My favorite thing about Taylor Swift is she will make a song about cheating on someone, and by the end of the song, you're like, "Fuck that guy." Taylor Swift. Every single Taylor Swift song is like, "I love you," except this one time, I felt a little bit devalued, but that's okay because I had a guy on the back burner waiting, and he's my real love.
This is going to be the episode that loses us most of our audience, I feel like.
Well, I
Yeah,
love
without
Taylor
question.
Swift, though.
Yeah.
So we're gonna lose the side that hates her probably.
I am now reliving so many of the moments that I spent in that stupid house and realizing like I know I was
Are you
tricked.
just like, are you taking the memories from your 18-year-old brain and putting them through your fully formed prefrontal cortex
Yes,
of your above 26-year-old brain?
I'm running old code on a new laptop, dude, and shit is the bugs are popping up and I can read what they are.
Yeah.
I can.
Wow.
It is. It's stuff like where it was just like, yeah, we have an open relationship. He just doesn't like talking about it because he grew up like religious or whatever. So I wouldn't like bring it up around him or anything. And it's just like, wow, what?
That's a lie only an 18-year-old believes.
Yeah.
That's a lie a fucking 18-year-old believes.
It's-
God damn it.
Bro, it's
so
like-
it's-
funny
it's a
and
child.
also heartbreaking.
It's fucking 2 steps away from like, yeah, my dad works at Konami, but he's not supposed to talk about it. So don't tell him I told you and don't bring it up. And also, if anyone asks, he's going to say that he's like a mechanic.
Yeah. Oh yeah. My uncle works at Nintendo and lets me play the new games over at his house before anyone else can. But I'm not allowed to bring any friends over there. But yeah, I've totally played the new Mario that's coming out. But nobody else can. But I
They
played
add
it.
a
It's really
third
cool.
brother.
Yeah.
Just a lie that will be immediately disproven the second it comes out. Just no
Yeah,
sense of
Montiano.
self-preservation.
Yes. Oh my god. Yes, it's every barrier that was set up to prevent this from getting out, by the way, was just like a thin.
You leaving on time?
Yeah, it was just me told like, "Hey, don't tell him anything." And me going, "Okay, that makes sense."
Okay, we kiss now?
Like, yeah.
Because I'm a fucking idiot.
Oh my god.
Wait, so her roommates didn't say anything?
Yeah, okay, so were you fooling around with both of them at the same time? Mondo, you little stinker. That's the most little stinker face
That's the
I've
most
ever seen.
stinkerest face I've seen in my entire life.
Look,
Armando J. Torres,
Look.
you little stinker.
You little so-and-so.
yes, but I thought that they both knew and were aware of it. And I did. You know what? When it all went to shit, everyone in that fucking house hated me. I was a pariah. Yeah,
Persona au gratin in that fucking household.
Maybe they were all able to reconcile by making Armando the villain.
That's what I hope.
And the marriage is still strong, and those two are besties, and everything is fine.
I hope, against everything that I know to be true, I hope that as soon as I walked out of that house and got into my mother's Honda Accord and drove home to my mother's house where I lived, that
Because you were 18.
because I was an 18-year-old, barely graduated child, I hope that they all looked at each other, broke into laughing, and went, "We've got another one. We tricked them." Ha ha.
You hope
Yeah.
that they had the ending of the Piña Colada song
Yes.
when you left. the song that ends heartwarming and not in drinks being thrown in a
fucking
and not
bar.
in the murder suey. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
if you're unfamiliar, by the way, the Piña Colada song, it's the song you're if you like Piña Coladas.
Yeah.
That's a song where if you listen to the lyrics, it tells the story of an unhappy married couple who both put out ads in the paper looking
Like
for a
what
new
is it,
person.
personals?
Yeah, and the personals.
Yeah.
It would okay. So for anyone under 30, personals was a thing where we didn't have the internet. So
Yeah.
what you would do is you would write a blurb about you as a single person and include your ASL, which doesn't mean it's hell, you fucking idiots. It's age, sex, location. You
Yeah.
would say your interests, and then you would send that to an editor at large at a newspaper, and they would print that information, and other equally single people would buy the morning newspaper. They'd catch it from the kid on his bike and look at it and go, well, let's see who's open, and just kind of file through there and be like, Piña Coladas and getting caught in the rain. Don't mind if I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're under 40, the personals are what Craigslist used to be. And if you're under
Yeah.
30, it's what Grindr became.
Yeah.
It's what Backpage was based on.
Yeah.
It's the book that Backpage was based on. The adaptation.
Backpage based on the novel and newspaper by local editor.
Oh,
and
God.
and what happens is in the song is a man answers the humble narrator of the song answers a personal ad for someone who likes pina coladas and getting caught in the rain, making
love
at midnight, and a bunch of other very sort of like trite and most people things that most people like, and then goes to a bar to meet this woman, and then dance surprise, it's his wife. And then and again, instead of, hey, what the fuck, we were both here to cheat on each other, what the fuck, it's like, we discovered we didn't even know as much as we thought we did about each other.
Yeah.
I didn't
And
know
it
you like pina coladas.
I didn't know you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain. And it rekindles their relationship.
Yeah.
Not ending in a murder suicide as one would expect.
dude, and
It does not end in 17 cop cars outside of Chili's.
Because it could have. That song,
could've.
there's a version of that song where it's like, so I slammed down the newspaper and I said, Martha, you bitch. Just going down the list of you really think I'm that stupid?
They're gonna find you in a ditch.
And then I blow my own brains out.
After I drink some champagne. I think we're done.
Yeah, this is it.
I'm calling it. Just like the ambulance that finds them, I'm calling
All
it.
right. To fucking sum it up, what you should do, caller, is you should put an ad out in the personals and try to become friends with your partner's husband. Oh, fuck.
This is either our best or worst episode.
It might be. I hope they got to the end.
Yeah.
It really picked up steam there.
If you're still listening, leave a comment on Spotify, on fucking YouTube. Leave a 5-star review if you have to, or whatever, and just tell us what your Piña Colada song lyrics would be. That I really do want to know the hyper specific things about you that really get you going. But if you like supporting young artists, you can go to www.patreon.com/midnightsnacktv. You can also go to www.bigoldcocksanddicks.com. That still exists. We still own it, and it still goes to the patreon.com/midnightsnacktv. If you want to help us out, why don't you follow the show on social media at Midnight Snack TV, maybe .tv, I think, on Instagram, and then Midnight Snack TV LA or something. I don't remember, actually. That was a bad way to get into it. on Twitter, although we don't really tweet anything. So mostly
No.
the Instagram, and then I promise I think we have a Blue Sky, and
We have a Blue Sky.
we'll start doing more stuff on there. And if you want to find me, I'm very easy to find. I'm at Mondo Does Stuff on all social media. I've got shows. I travel. If you're a fan of a true crime show, may I suggest Cult Podcast, a show that I do with Paige Wesley. We're doing a live show in Kansas City, I believe at the end of March. It's for Panic Fest, a horror film festival that we do a live podcast at every year. It's going to be a blast. Hope to see you there. That is, again, Mondo Does Stuff. Mando Does Stuff, all one word. Find me in the fucking streets. Andrew, where can people find you?
Oh, folks, if you want to find me, I am at Instagram.com as andrewrosas.ig on the Instagram app. It's the best place to find me, see the stuff I'm working on. Also, I'll plug 2 records I made. You can go to Spotify and look me up. I put out 2 records last year. I never plugged those for some reason, but I made a cover album of a bunch of, modern pop tunes and a sort of 60s Motown style. And then I also made kind of a sort of a pop alt country indie record called Everything Hits. Go listen to those. They're really good. I'm really proud of them. Those popped up in my Spotify the other day. I was like, oh yeah, I made these. So yeah, go listen to those. And I think that's it for right now. But Griff, what do you got?
I don't have a lot going on, but if you want to follow me and see if I do eventually, you can go to _indoor kid on every platform except Blue Sky because they don't allow an underscore. So just take that out. And I'm probably just going to be doing this podcast.
Yeah. Well, we're all going to become writers and make Andrew do a version of the Piña Colada song that ends terribly.
Yeah. Maybe I'll put one of those together.
Yeah, maybe
with all the listener suggestions about.
Help us write this
the true ending.
Oh, Jesus Christ. And I guess we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Mwah.